Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This is your host Thomas Tyree from On the Hot Podcast. Today, I have some bonus content for you guys. The bonus content we'll be covering today will be in the world of wrestling inside the WWE world. And today's bonus segment, I'll be sharing my fantasy booking on John Cena's final run in 2025. So what I put together for you guys today, watching and listening, is how I would personally book John Cena on his way to retirement in the calendar year 2025. As we know, at Money in the Bank, John Cena announced that he will be stepping away from in-ring action at the end of 2025. So this is how I would book John Cena on his farewell tour, which I do believe should be one of, if not the greatest farewell tour in WWE history. So number one on my list, John Cena should be competing on Monday Night Raw a lot next year. As we know, Monday Night Raw will be moving on to Netflix in the calendar year 2025, meaning WWE will be leaving the PG era behind. For over a decade now, we've been stuck in the PG era. WWE seems like it's going to go back to TV 14 and the start of 2025 with the move going to Netflix. So I think it would be best to get more eyes on the Netflix product for Monday nights by having John Cena compete on Monday Night Raw as much as possible. And John Cena used to be Mr. Monday Night Raw himself from that run when he became the WWE champion in 2005, when he was drafted over from SmackDown to Raw in 2005. From 2005 to 2012, when John Cena was healthy and available, the man was basically in every main event possible for Monday Night Raw for countless years. So I think it makes most sense for John Cena to make as much appearances as possible and wrestle as much as possible on Monday Night Raw for the calendar year 2025 on Netflix. Now, next, do not have John Cena lose every single feud, especially to young, talented wrestlers. Now, John Cena should be in a lot of feuds with a lot of young stars and put together some dream matches, but let's not have him lose to every single young, talented star. Let's go back in history. In 2023 specifically. 2023, John Cena lost to Austin Theory for the United States Championship in the opener of Night 1 of WrestleMania 39. That was supposed to be what a lot of people consider a passing the torch moment. Austin Theory beat John Cena in what was basically a forgettable United States Championship match at WrestleMania. That was supposed to elevate Austin Theory. It did not elevate Austin Theory, and in reality, his United States Championship run got worse. And Roy is still trying to find his footing in the company. He's in a tag team with Grayson Waller, but still trying to find his footing. Then later on in the year, you had Solo Sikoa hit, 7 to 9 Samoan spikes to John Cena, supposed to take him out of action and retire him. That really didn't elevate Solo Sikoa, and he wasn't pushed properly until this Bloodline 2.0 storyline. So that's just an example of why John Cena should not lose every single feud or every single match to these young, talented, up-and-coming wrestlers, because it's not worth it. And John Cena, realistically, hasn't won a singles match, since 2018. I think that was against Triple H, but I think the event was the Greatest Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia in 2018. That was the last time John Cena has actually won a singles match. So it's been over 6 years. So I think John Cena needs a proper run, defeating as much talent as possible. Not saying he should win every feud, but as much as possible. Next on the list, John Cena needs to run back some old feuds one more time. John Cena versus Randy Orton. One of the greatest rivalries of the 2000s between Cena and Orton, arguably in the conversation for the greatest of all time of what Cena and Orton have done for the WWE. I think their feud has been well documented, went on for several years, and I never personally got tired of the feud. I think we need to see that one more time, and I'll get to that in a little bit. I would like to see John Cena and CM Punk running back one more time in the feud. Never forget the epic 2011-2012 rivalry between Cena and Punk, and what the huge storyline of the Summer of Punk, when CM Punk defeated John Cena at Money in the Bank in 2011, then had a undisputed WWE Championship title unification match when CM Punk and a storyline left the WWE. I think it's best that we run that back one more time now that CM Punk is officially back in WWE. And another feud I would like to see one more time with John Cena is John Cena versus AJ Styles. Those two have in-ring chemistry that you don't quite often see for someone that spent most of their career in TNA and New Japan Pro Wrestling and elsewhere of AJ Styles to mesh well with the face of WWE since 2005, that being John Cena. their styles always clash well together in all the championship matches that they had, all the matches that they had in their respective feud. I would like to see that ran back one more time in 2025 as well. Now, this is the main thing. Let John Cena break the Nature Boy Ric Flair's world title reign and let John Cena win his 17th world title in WWE. Ric Flair has said on what he is well documented, said that he is fine with John Cena, Randy Orton, and his daughter Charlotte Flair breaking the world title record. Well, the WWE has a chance to do that with John Cena. You can have John Cena on the road to WrestleMania be desperate to become world champion once again and break Ric Flair's record. You could have that storyline go into the Royal Rumble 2025. That should be one of the best of all time, because you could have Roman Reigns, The Rock, Seth Rollins, Randy Orton, CM Punk, AJ Styles, John Cena, Seth Rollins. The list goes on and on how many combustible elements you can have in the Royal Rumble 2025. I would have John Cena lose the Royal Rumble in 2025. I'll have John Cena desperate on his quest to WrestleMania, like he was desperate a few years ago to be on the WrestleMania 34 card. He wins the Elimination Chamber, and then you have the final match between John Cena and Randy Orton and their historic rivalry at WrestleMania 41. We've never seen that match happen at a WrestleMania before. If you guys remember WrestleMania 24, it was John Cena, Randy Orton, Triple H, and what was a forgettable triple threat match for the WWE Championship. So those two have never respectfully face each other at WrestleMania. You could have Orton as the WWE champion, Cena as the challenger. Cena wins the WWE championship and breaks the Nature Boy Ric Flair's record. How long the WWE would like to keep the title on Cena, that's on them. But I think it is appropriate for John Cena to break that record that the Nature Boy Ric Flair has had for a very long time. Now, next is something that I would not mind seeing either. If John Cena is not going to win the WWE Championship in his final run, or the World Heavyweight Championship, breaking Ric Flair's record, I would like to see John Cena win a championship that he's never won, and that being the Intercontinental Championship, what's holding John Cena back from being a Grand Slam champion. Now, the Intercontinental Championship is the workman's title, the workhorse title. You've seen some great Intercontinental champions of all time like Chris Jericho, The Miz, Gunther. We've seen Hall of Famers like The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin hold that Intercontinental Championship. That is something that has eluded John Cena's historic Hall of Fame WWE career. And I think if you have John Cena win the Intercontinental Championship, you could have a throwback to what John Cena used to do with the United States Championship back in 2015, with some epic open challenge matches with the Intercontinental Championship, having weekly televised championship matches and open challenge formats, and have him feud against some young up-and-coming rising stars, or give us some dream matches on that Intercontinental Championship Open Challenge if Cena wins that title and does not win his 17th world title. I would not mind seeing John Cena win the Intercontinental Championship before he hangs it up. And last but not least, I think it is appropriate for John Cena to lose his final match. I think the WWE should come up with something by the end of the year, have their own John Cena pay-per-view. The man has deserved it. He's an all-time great, whether you want to say it or not. He is an all-time great. So I think it'd be cool if WWE had their own John Cena pay-per-view. You have the pay-per-view take place in his hometown of Boston, Massachusetts, and you have John Cena lose his final match, being to a rising star of the likes of a Braun Breaker or Carmelo Hayes. An up-and-coming rising star that will be elevated and will take the torch, take their ball and run with it if Cena passes the torch to them. And you can make them a mega heel. I think Braun Breaker fits the bill for that. I mean, how he's built up right now by WWE on Monday Night Raw. I think it'd be really cool to see Braun Breaker as a heel defeat John Cena in his final match at what it could be a passing the torch moment. Same with Carmelo Hayes, who I do believe both former NXT superstars will be future world champions on the main roster. But that is how I would book John Cena's final WWE run if it were up to me. So Triple H and WWE executives, if you like this and you see this, maybe give me a call, because I think this is a picture perfect run. But that is all the time I have for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. This is your host, Thomas Tyree, signing off, and I'll see you guys on next week's episode.